Hi, my name is Warren Ringham. I run Cue the Music Show, which is a tribute to the music of James Bond. For the last 18 years, we've been touring theatres and doing private events all over the world, and we've become regarded by James Bond fans as pretty much the #1 tribute to the music of Bond. In that time, we've done some really fantastic events. One of the most amazing events we did, we were really privileged to play for Sir Roger Moore's official memorial at Pinewood Studios, and we also did a fantastic 50th anniversary event for On Her Majesty's Secret Service, 10,000 feet up the Alps in Switzerland. So our main setup that we use in theatres, shows and for private events is the SQ. We have an SQ6 for front of house, SQ5 for the side of stage. We also have the stage boxes. We've got the GX 4816 and we have several DX 168s as well dotted around the stage. That's sort of the main workhorse of the band, along with the MEs, of which we've, on our standard show, we can have anything from 13, 14 for every single position on stage. So for our larger shows, where we do some shows in the West End with a much bigger band than normal, we've also got a D-Live system, which is the S3000 paired with the DM32. And on those shows, we actually massively up our ME usage. Sometimes we've had 28 ME-1s on stage simultaneously. So one of the main differences since we moved to the ME and Allen & Heath system from our old setups, which were a variety of different manufacturers that we used over the years, it's just the on-stage setup has just become, everything's become a lot more concise. We've been able to kind of get the sound on stage a lot better. In the old days, we were using a mixture of in-ear amplifiers with iPad control and wedge monitors. But the problem with that is that a lot of musicians now have moved to using iPads for sheet music. So you suddenly find you need twice as many iPads. And then in those days, we were having connectivity issues as well with drop-ins and drop-outs. And then you also say you need that sort of physical item as well, be it an in-ear amplifier or wedge monitors. So there's quite a lot of hardware for a monitor setup. Whereas now everything's just condensed down into one box, and you've got that kind of hands-on physical feedback thing, which I think everybody in the band really appreciates a lot more. So that's sort of been one of the really big improvements. But I think fundamentally the main improvement we've had within the show is the ability to hear on stage so much clearer what's going on. In the old days, and even now, our band's spread out across big stages. And if you've got people on the extremes, you can't really hear what they're doing. And sometimes you might need to hear a particular cue from the other side of stage. Now, everything's on that ME and you can just dial it up and down as you need. When we switched to using the MEs, our long-term fans and supporters that have been coming to see the show for many years, they all commented on that following tour how much the band had improved. And we're all asking, why is it sounding so much better? And I was saying it's simply because we've just got such a clearer sound on stage with so much more control over what we're hearing, what we're doing. So the great thing about the ME is that it can handle all of that. It's so easy to use, and it can do everything that we need.